Hi guys, and welcome back to Tuesdays with Tori on Virtual Oasis. And I apologize if my energy seems down. It's the afternoon. It's hot. I was packing my room all day because I'm moving, and I straightened my hair despite the humidity. So I did a lot of things today, and I did a lot of counterproductive things. So this week's theme on Virtual Oasis is back to school. So I thought, what way could I make an exciting video regarding going back to school? Just a little background on me and my schooling expertise. I've been out of high school for like 4 years, and I've been out of college for 3 years. I guess I just stopped going to college, so I guess that would make me a dropout, even though I just didn't go back after the first year, so I'm a college dropout. I guess I'll take that label, be as it may, and I'm going to be an ex-dropout soon. When I get my move and my apartment and stuff together, I'm going to be looking to going back online, I think. I want to do social media marketing or criminal justice, because right now I work in the criminal justice-y type of job. It's just the job isn't paying enough, honestly, and I'm very, very lucky and blessed to have it. However, I just know that I need to move. So regarding back to school, the only thing I ever managed to master or get a degree in life is Googling my way through situations. So I am like a PhD in how to Google things and get answers, but that's about it. I was never bad at school. Actually, I was pretty good. I was considered a nerd. I had people offer to pay me to write their papers and such, and I never really had much struggles besides math. Me and math weren't friends, but I wasn't like horrendous. I just didn't like school, and I didn't have a passion for any of the things I was doing, so my motivation wasn't there. And when I look back on it, that's such a silly thing. I should have just pushed through it and tried harder despite not wanting to do it, because it's ultimately something I believe we all need to do, because not all of us are going to get lucky with jobs or careers or money without a degree, and even with the degree you're not guaranteed that stuff. However, I think it's a safer bet just to get some education under your belt, but it doesn't have to be the traditional way everybody tells you, going to a 4-year university. There's so many options nowadays, and I think that vocational schools are often not considered. So whether you're in high school, you're in college, you're younger, you're older, I think back to school is relevant, because we all sort of need to become productive members of society, and part of that, I think, is either getting lucky enough to score a good job without a degree, or getting the degree and doing the hard work. But that's not what this video is about. I just rambled. I was just going to give some advice for people who are going back to school, because I remember my high school days quite vividly. I hated it. I wasn't really picked on. I never experienced intense bullying. I was teased. However, I think I had like the type of personality, despite being weird as hell and being always told I was weird as hell, everyone tolerated me. I was kind of like the cool weird, I guess, even though like I didn't have tons of friends. I had tons of like friendly acquaintances and people I would hang out with. However, I had like only a few good friends, just because that's the type of person I was. I was never really super social or super outgoing, and that's how I chose to be. I rubbed people very wrong in high school. They definitely thought I was stuck up, and honestly, I don't care what they think now or what they thought, because I'm me, and I wasn't ever going to compromise who I was for anybody else's happiness or their approval. And with that being said, I just wanted to make a video encouraging everyone out there who may be bullied, who may not be bullied, but we all feel like the very intense weight of what is normal and what is to be normal and what's socially accepted and what isn't. And so much peer pressure. There is just so much peer pressure in school. I feel it outside of school, but I know I especially felt it because it was prevalent and it was something every day you couldn't escape. Whether what this one brand is that everybody wears, or what everybody's doing after school, who's dating who's doing what drug, drinking where, going to parties, and there's just a lot of that. And I wasn't really caught up in it because I was never a crazy wild person. I did what I wanted to do because I wanted to do it.
I made dumb choices. Everybody makes dumb choices.
I just wanted to share that when you're in high school, it feels like the approval of the people around you is just so important, and it is what you need to be happy, or you want to be accepted by these people and be that girl or that guy that everybody loves. But now looking back 5 years from now, the person who was most admired in high school, or I think would be considered as popular when everybody looked back, is nobody cares about her anymore. Nobody reaches out to her. And that just goes to show that like the friendships and the affections and the approval and the popularity doesn't last. Sure, some people are still friends. I'm still friends with some of my high school friends. There's nothing wrong with that, but those people, 80%, 90% of them aren't going to be in your life years from now, and they're just people you went to high school with. And sure, everybody plays like the game on Facebook where they're going to try to outshine like other people. Look at my big new house, look at my perfect little family, look at my husband, look at me, look at our accomplishments. And I'm kind of like laughing to myself, like they're all playing like this game of who got it better, and I'm just thinking, you're trying so hard to win the approval of people who aren't even in your life. They're going out on limbs and stretching so far. Like, I'm surprised some of them haven't dislocated shoulders with how far they're reaching just to like seem relevant and seem successful. And I'm not like bashing on the people who try hard to get things. Like, you can do you, be happy with your accomplishments, but there's just like this certain group of people on Facebook who are so obviously posting so it can be seen. Like, it's not even because they're really proud, they just want the likes or the comments that come along with it. So I think while people are in school, it's just important to keep that in mind, because honestly, those people aren't important. Like, there's no other nicer way to say it, and it sounds blunt, it sounds harsh, and it is, but they're not important. They're not putting anything in your life. They're not going to put anything in your life, and years from now you're going to look back at them like, who are you? Why was I even considering living my life to your expectations? And that's how it is. And I think that is really all I wanted to share. And it's not like the most outgoing and happy message, but it's a realistic and honest one. And you can keep the people who are important to you in your life, but I think you need to evaluate the people you're living for and the people who don't give a shit about you. There's no other way to say it. And whether it's a boy or a girl, it's a friend, a boyfriend, a teacher, you just have to be realistic with those type of things. And so that is all for me, and this was probably not like the best follow-up video for my introduction, because it definitely is a more gruesomely brutal message, but I think it's one that most people need to hear. Now remember guys, subscribe to the Virtual Oasis family, press the bell to get all notifications for future videos, and I will see you guys next week on Tuesday.